This is Bolaji James, and you are watching on Kubi Media Network. Now, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so and like the video. Alright, so in this video, I want to show you how to make a web browser using Sketchware Pro. Using your smartphone alone to create your own web browser that you can put on the internet, and you can even decide to monetize it. But that's not where I'm going. Just to show you today how to create the browser. Alright, so the browser we're going to create is going to look something like this one here, called web. So that is the one we're going to create, this one. So let's say how it looks like. Here we have as address bar, so I can search. If I go ahead and search for something like let's say shoe, and then I can hit this, or I can use the button up here, and I can use this one. Okay, so my data is not on, so I'm gonna turn it on, and I'll just go ahead. I can swipe to refresh, so I can swipe to refresh, and okay, so I believe my data is working. Okay, all right, so it's up. So we can see shoes. So I can swipe to refresh, and I can use the refresh button I just used up there. So I can use this as well, whichever one, so the page will reload. So that is that. Then I can use this backward button to go backward. Use it to go backward. I think that is the last, and then I can go forward. Okay, let's see. What if I say suit, so that we can see the difference. Suit like this. Okay, so what if we have like this, suits like this? So I can use my back button to go back. I can use my forward button to move forward, and of course, when I hit my plus button here, my search or address bar still comes out, and then I can erase and put in something new. I can say let's say facebook.com. that one was search, so this time around I'm entering an address, facebook.com, and then I hit this. Now, so here we are on facebook.com. Also, you see that at the end, towards the top there, it has just disappeared. You see our progress bar that shows that the page is loading. If I refresh now, you see it at the top, and then when the page has finished loading, it disappears. And of course, if I click my home, this home button, then the page restarts. We go back to the home page. Okay, that is just a quick overview. So if you are interested, then you can keep watching, and make sure you hit the like button and share the video. But if that doesn't seem like what you expected, well, this is the real time for you to exit the video. So if you are still in, then let's go into how to make this wonderful browser. Okay, so I'll close this, and then I'll open my Sketchware Pro. Okay, Sketchware Pro is loading. So to create a new project, we hit the plus sign, and we're going to call this one web browser. We use image from the gallery as the icon. Let me see my download folder. Let's go and look for Then okay, can we use this one just like I used there? We can use this one. Okay, so you can change your colors if you want, but I'm just going to leave them as default. And I'm going to say project name, can still say web underscore browser. Okay, so that is it. I'll just go ahead and say create app. Alright, so the app is created. Now on the interface, this is what we used here. I need to bring in the first one. I'm going to bring in linear H. Okay, before that, let me put in the background. So I'm going to use this one here. That is linear V. I'm going to make the width to match parent, and I'm going to look for the padding here. Normally it comes with 8 dp padding, so I'm going to change it to 0. Then the background color, I'm going to make it white so that the app background is white. Okay, so once we have that, then I'm going to put in linear H 1, linear H again 2, and linear H 3. Alright, so one more thing I'm going to do is make this main linear. I'm going to say let's give it a weight sum. Give it a weight sum here. Let's say I'm making this 10, weight sum of 10. I'm going to say this one, which is the last one down here, I'm going to give it a weight of let's give it a weight of 8. Now give this one weight of 1, and give this last one weight of 1. Now for easy identification, I normally give all my view, give them names. So I'm going to go to the linear 1, which is the main linear. I'll go to the ID. So just scroll from here, linear 1, so you can see the name. Then I'll go to ID and say BG. That is BG. That is the background. It's just a background, nothing more. Okay, so the next one, I'm going to call it, which is linear 4. I'm going to call it browser linear. Browser. All these are not necessary if but it's just for easy identification when you are entering your logic. So that is what I do. Browser linear. That is browser LN. Okay, then this one, I'm going to call it input, because that is where the user input comes from. I'm going to call it input underscore LN. Okay, then this one, I'm going to give it what do I have there? Okay, I'll call it what is it called? That is progress underscore LN. That is where the progress will be, the progress bar. Okay, so now let's get going. So inside this place, like I said, I just want to have a progress bar, so nothing more. So I'll look for progress bar, and then I'm going to bring it here, and the progress bar, I'll come here. I'm going to set the progress bar type. I'm going to make it horizontal, so it's going to be a straight line. And then the height, I'm going to say let's just be 5 dp. Okay, so it's going to be like this. And then I'll select the linear itself, not progress bar, so progress linear. So now the progress linear, I'm going to say the gravity should be center horizontal, center vertical, so that this will be in the middle. Then I'm gonna come to this one here. I'm gonna put I have edit text because I want to take user input, and then of course I need I'll put a circle image here. Okay, so I'm going to click the linear itself as well, say center horizontal, center vertical. Then I'm going to give it a weight sum too. That linear, that pro input linear, give it a weight sum of let's say 4. Weight sum of 4. Give this text weight of 3. Now you must understand what we do there. The weight sum, when you give something, that is the container is what you are giving a weight sum. So the container is 4. It has 4. Then inside that 4, I'm assigning 3 to this, and I'm assigning only 1 to this. That is what it means. Okay, so like that. Now for the edit text, I come here and there's nothing. I'll go to text size, and I'm going to put for the text size. Okay, yeah. So text size, let's make it a little bit bigger, make it 16. All right, then we'll go to int. I'm going to type in here search. Okay, search or enter web address here. Okay, so like this. I can give it color if I want, maybe int color. So depends on you. So I can leave it like this. Then that is that. Now in this last linear here, I'm going to put the first thing I'm going to put is swipe to refresh. Okay, swipe to refresh will be here. Now this linear has a padding. As you can see that this swipe to refresh is not covering everything, so I'm going to click that linear and look for the padding and remove it. So remove it to 0. You see that these ones too have it. These things are not, but I think those ones are okay with the padding, so I'm going to leave those ones. And so come back to this place. This is swipe to refresh. Then on top of the swipe to refresh, the next thing I'm going to put in that place is just my web view. Okay, so the swipe to refresh also has a padding, so I'm going to click on swipe to refresh, look for the padding of 8 dp and change it to 0. Right, so that is it. Now I think I'm done with my layout setup. So the next thing I want to do is come to this 3 dot here, that is the hamburger sign. I go to view. Okay, there is no need. I wanted to say let me remove the that is the toolbar, but I'm going to use the toolbar, so let's leave it. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is to bring some pictures, so I'll still go there. Let's go to images. So everything I'm going to use is from the library, so I'm going to hit on plus, save it, do it again. Sorry, go to that library again. The next thing I'm looking for is backward, and the next one is forward, save, and then the next one is when we need home, and then of course refresh. We have this, and here we have I need home again. Which other one? I think there are just 5 there. The home. Okay, so we look through. Where is that home symbol? Okay, so we have it here. I'll save it. So 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so that is it. All right, so we have that. Now once we have those ones, then okay, remain one, and that is send, the send key. Okay, so we have still remain one. Okay, so let's look through this place. Sometimes when you are looking for this symbol, this images here, you might even pass, and you will not even know. Okay, so let's see the send button. This one is up, so I think send it up, it means I'm getting closer to finding that. Wow, it means I've passed. Wow. Okay. Okay, so here we have it. It was hiding, so I'll save, and then I'll close this place. And so I'll take this image here and then scroll to this place where it says image, and then I'm going to put the send button, select. I'm going to say scale type, fit center, select. I'm going to make the height and width, let's say 30 or thereabout, 30, and height 30 as well. Okay, I think it looks good. All right, so that is that. Then this edit text, there is nothing there. Okay, so once we do this, the next thing, I want to come to my component, add component. The first thing I'm adding is intent. I'll say int1. Then the next thing I'm adding is my timer, so I call it tm1. Okay, so that is that. I'm done with that. I'll come back to my logic, that is event. Now on the onCreate event, what I just want to put here is onCreate event. I go to components, go to components, set the title, activity set title. That is because I do not want the name of the app to show there, so I just want to put space. So I don't want the name of the app to show, just like when you open Google Chrome and the rest, you won't see Google Chrome at the top, so I don't want it there. Okay, so the next thing I want to put here is on my view. I'll go to view, and then I will say swipe to refresh. So when swipe to refresh is clicked, that is, I'll select swipe to refresh. Then I will say web view. I'll look for web view, but before then, put this one here down. Just keep this one. Then let's go to web view. Web view, load URL. Web view get URL. So I put get URL inside there. Web view 1, web view 1. Okay, so like this. So I'm going to put it here, and this, when it is swipe to refresh, you should get whatever is there and reload that page. Then I'm going to say timer after 1 second. That is tm1 after 1 second. 1 second here is 1000 milliseconds. Okay, so I'm going to go to operator and bring force. That is the rolling button, that the refresh button should stop rolling after 1 second. So I'm going to put it here. So once the the refresh is clicked, it will show that it's refreshing. Then after 1 second the refresh will go off. Okay, so that is that. I'm done with that. Now the next button, the next thing, let me go back to my view and give this one in an ID. Say send. So it's called send. Okay, so I'm going to say come to this place, say view, and add that send button. So when send is clicked, so when that send button is clicked, what is it going to do is that the first thing, I need to create a variable. I'm going to say add variable. It's going to be a string variable, and the string variable, I'll just say is the name is input. That is whatever the user types, that is what I want to use there. So I'm going to say set string. So set string to here, set string input, set string input. I don't need this. So this set input to I'm going to go to view and say that is text. Okay, I'm going to say get text. So I'm going to put this here, that this input, the value is the value whatever is in this edit text one. That is what I'm trying to say there, that set this input, that's variable that I just created, set it to the value of this edit text. So if the person types game there, the value of input is game. So I'm going to go to if, and I'll say if or else. So I'm going to say go to operator. I'll say look for contains. Okay, here. So I'll say if input, go to variable and bring input. If this input that we have set that the person have entered contains dot. You know, when you are writing a web address, definitely you're going to put dot. So if it contains dot, so in that case, what should happen? The web view should load the URL. Web view load URL. Where is web view here? Okay, so web view load URL, and what is it going to load? The URL is the input, whatever the person types in. But if it does not contain dot, what is it going to do? It's still going to load URL, but it's not going to be that URL. So I'm going to say web view load URL again. Where is it? Web view load URL. So web view 1 load URL, but what is going to be there is going to add something. So I go to operator, I'll say join. So let's look for it together. Join two things. Okay, join, put it here, join https this is google.com/search, then question mark q equals to where is that? Okay, so that is going to search for it. So when it doesn't contain dot, it means the person wants to search. So you're going to search then with the input. it's going to search, join that whatever this person has entered with this address, so it's going to search for it rather. So that is what happens there. Okay, so that one is done. So the next thing I want to do is add some views. So web browser, so the browser when page starts and when page finish loading, I'm going to add the two of them. When web view starts loading, what should happen, I'm going to bring my view. I want to show what is it called, the progress bar. So progress bar, this is progress bar 1, set visible. So and as soon as the site finishes loading, then when it on page finish loading, view, so I'm going to say set visible, that same progress bar should do what, should be gone. Okay, so right, so that is that. Then this place here, I'm going to say come to the beginning of the page like this, scroll to the beginning on this edit text. So scroll like this and click on the edit text. So I want to see all, so I'm going to say set single line. That is what I want to do, set single line. This single line here, I'm going to activate it, and once I activate it, then I will say IME option here, IME option, I will say go. Okay, so then I'm going to come to event and add that this thing as well, that edit text on click. So I'll say the same thing, so that same thing that I added to send, so it should do the same thing. So in that case I can just copy this. Okay, so this one I can put it in collection and say copy. Let's just say copy. Okay, so go back. I don't want to start defining it again, it's the same thing. So come to this place, go to your collection and bring what I just did there. Okay, so that it does the same thing. So that is that. Where are we? What else do we have to do here? I think pretty much everything is done. So let's go back to our library and then go to our app compact design and make sure you enable it and go back, then save our work and of course run it, and let's see our result. Okay, so let's wait for it to build our app and then we'll run it and see if there's any area we need to fix. Okay, so it's Java is compiling now. Java is compiling now. Java is compiling. Okay, it says there's an error. Let me see. It says in storage set refreshing false, syntax error on token, delete this token, one problem, one error. Okay, Sketchware main whatever at line 157, set refreshing false, set refreshing false. Okay, so that is this one here where I said on page started, on page started. Okay, all right, so let's move this one here, put it in collection and say refresh one, save it, delete this from here and bring it to this place where it says send button. Okay, on page finish. Okay, let's put it here and let's see what it does. Refresh one. Okay, so let's drop it here. Let's run this again. Okay, I think we are not done. I forgot we didn't do anything on the menu, but let's just run our app first and see how it appears. Then we'll go back and fix all the menu that we are supposed to put at the top there. Wow, what is happening with this swipe to refresh? Swipe to refresh, swipe to refresh. Swipe to refresh is giving me some error. Okay, so swipe to refresh is giving me some error. Let's come back to view. This thing I only said when it has refreshed. Okay, let's go back to this place. Bring that same refresh here. Take this timer off and let me see what the result will be. Okay, then save again and run. Oh wow, okay, so let me see the error you are going to return at this time. And make this thing fast, please. Okay, alright, so I think that error is fixed. So we'll go ahead and install the web browser and we open it and we have it like this. So we come to our address bar and let's say let's just say Google or anything, hit go. So we can say that. So it loads Google and you know, so we can try another one. Let's say Amazon. Okay, let's just try instead let's try gmail.com hit enter and okay, so it's as loaded. I'm still waiting for it. This is Google. Gmail.com is what I want to search. Okay, I'm putting it in a search box. Even that it has not searched. Okay, it's still working. Okay, so okay, I got it. Okay, so like this, so the browser is working. The next thing is for us to finish it. Now you notice that in the other browser, once we hit go or this edit text disappears. So we need to do that. So now let's go back to this place where we have on create. Now click on this one here. The first thing, let's fix that thing I just mentioned. Now So once this enter button is clicked, let that linear disappear. That linear which where we have the input, that is input linear, should be gone. Input linear should be gone. So we do the same thing to the other edit text that we put there as well. So that immediately the page is you've entered what you want and you hit go, so that input will disappear. So when we now go back to menu, that is where we show it again. So we come here, click again and say on menu input, okay, that's on the main one here. Say on menu input on menu item create. So on create option menu, then on option item selected, put the two of them and then put it like this. So on menu option create, we click on it and we're going to say come down to view and just scroll. Just go to variable there and scroll down here. Go to variable and scroll down. Say menu. We say we want to add item, but you are not going to use that one. You use this one that has image. This one that has image here. So that is what the one we want to use. So I'm going to bring it, duplicate it as up to 5. So I'm putting 1, 2, copy again, that is 3, and copy again, 4, and then 5. So I'm going to call it menu item 1, menu item 2, menu item 3, menu item 4, menu item 5. So ID is going to start from 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then the names, the titles, we have home. The second one we have backward, back. The next one we have new. The next one we have forward. The next one we have refresh. Okay, then the images for home we have this. For backward we have this. For new we have the plus sign. For forward we have the forward we have the forward button. For refresh we have the refresh button. Then show as action always for all of them. Show as action always. Show as action always. Okay, so we are done with that. So don't forget the way you arrange them, please, and their ID. So I'm going to click when this one is selected. So I'm going to put if. Okay, so put if here and then put equals to in this place, and then we say if ID, bring this ID from here, equals to 0, which is new. Then we go to component. In that case, when they click on new, we want it to set screen. Intent, you go to intent here, under intent, under component, intent, set screen, then you put start activity intent. So I'm going to say intent int1 set screen, the same main screen that is going to restart the entire screen. Then you put start activity intent 1. So you duplicate this, go ahead and copy this, bring this to this place down. when id equals to 1, that is backward. When id equals to 1 backward, we delete all this one. That is not what we want there. So we say go to web view. If web view can, so okay, so we're going to put another control inside this one. When id equals to 1, we're going to put another. So let me add 2, put 1 down. Okay, so like this. So if id, so when id equals to 1, so we say if, then we go to view. If web view can go back, if web view can go back, okay, this is it. If web view can go back, let me put forward, keep it down too. If web view 1 can go back, then web view go back. So let me put go forward as well, keep them down there. So what we're saying is that when id equal to 1, that is when they press backward. If web view, there's a backward page that was visited previously, let it do what? Go back. So make sure you select the web view, because it will not work. Which web view should do all of that, you need to put it there. Okay, so we now duplicate this one. So I'm going to duplicate this one, keep it like that, then put this one here and say bring this one down to the next place here. So I'm going to take this other one, copy it. So this one, this equal to, put it here. That's when id equals to 2. When id equals to 2, here what we just want, so here what we just want is that we want to set visibility. That this thing that we hid, we said once they click enter, that this place where the place where we type our address, the address bar should do what? Should disappear. So when they click that plus sign now, so the input linear will show. Input linear will become visible. Are you getting it now? Nice. 2, id 2 is for new. So it means the person want to enter a new web address, so the linear for that web address bar will show for them to enter a new address. Okay, so we have it like that. Then for id 3, which is forward, I'm going to change this one, remove this one from here. So say if web view can go forward, if web view 1 can go forward, then web view 1 go forward, web view 1 go forward. Okay, so that is that. Then the next one, which is the last one, which one do I duplicate? So separate this one so that I can take this one and duplicate, then return this, bring this one down here. When id equals to 4, when id equals to 4, that one is refresh, Abby. So we go to web view load URL, web view load URL, where is it? Web view load URL, web view get URL. So we take this one out of it, say web view load URL, web view 1, and web view 1 get URL. So it's just going to reload. That is the function of that one. So this is what we have. The first one will do what? We reload the entire page and cancel everything there. The second one, if it will go backward if there's a previous page. The third one will bring back our search or web address bar. Then the fourth one is for forward, and the fifth one is to reload. So we have it like that, and I think that is all. So we save and then run our browser once again to test the last time. So with this, we are done with our web browser. You have created a web browser that can browse the internet with all this functionality like go backward, go forward, reload, swipe to refresh, and what else? Okay, so all those functionalities are on that on our browser. So let's see and just test for the last time before the video. Meanwhile, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so right now, please, and like the video. If you have followed up to this moment, it means you enjoyed the video. It means you are learning something there. So please go ahead and subscribe now, please do so now. Subscribe. It doesn't bite, like someone says. Okay, so let's open our browser and let's test the last time. So I'm going to search for games, hit enter. So you can see our progress bar at the top, and what is happening? This thing did not search for games. This thing did not search for game, rather it went to google.com. Okay, I'm coming. Let's see something. Let me see something. Let's say games. Okay, so games. Okay, all right. Let's see something. There's something I want us to confirm. Let's go to a browser. Go to a new browser. Let's put games here. There's something I want to confirm, so let's click here, click edit. So come to this place, scroll to the beginning. Wow, is it just long? Okay, so google.com/search $Q equals to. Of course, I'm correct. So we put in game here, game, and then we search. Okay, of course. So what happened the first time? I was expecting it to give me game, stay signed out. So I don't know what happened there. So swipe to refresh, is working fine, perfectly. What is happening to this one? This one you were asked to stop, set refreshing. You say this is the reason why I say set refreshing to what? To false after 1 second, and it was giving me error. So you can see it's just rolling continuously. So I don't know what happened. So let's go ahead and go back here and put that timer, and let's see what it's saying. So where did we put it? There, I think it's on create. So ring that timer that we deleted. I think it's still here. So refresh one, bring it here, delete this one and put it here again, and let's see what is going to say this time around, because I don't know why. That thing should be there so that it will be able to help us set refreshing to false after a seconds. If not, that refresh will just keep on rolling. So I know it's supposed to be there, but I don't know, sometimes due to errors. So let's see what it will say now. Let's see the response now. What is happening? say delete this token, syntax error on token dot, syntax error on token, syntax error on token dot, oh, this place here, I didn't select the swipe to refresh that I'm talking about. I was just wondering what is happening. So let's see. Sorry about that. Those are things you just need to look very well, look at it very well, and ensure you follow step by step. Don't just try to rush. You want to finish quickly, so we might end up having some issues. So I never noticed that, and I was just troubleshooting. Excuse me. Okay, so now I think it should work fine. So it's working fine now. So it's building our APK, and it should sign the APK in 1 second. Boom, and the browser is fully activated or active. Okay, so everything now is working fine. So everything is working fine now. So let's search for, let's say we go to facebook.com, hit enter. So I use this enter key down now, but the next one I'm going to search. What is happening with this thing? I don't know why it's okay. Hit here. Is there an error in my typing? It's go again. Of course, this is where it's supposed to go. You see, there was no error, so you can see that this one is working. So that one is fixed. So if I go to gmail.com, use this one. Okay, so I believe it's loading. So okay, so gmail.com, so everything is working. Let's say refresh. It refreshed. Swipe to refresh, it does the same. So everything is working fine. Backward is working, forward is working, home is working. So everything works perfectly well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in other tutorials. Bye for now.